to the UK, which has warned the European Union, saying that it will not blink first in the upcoming trade negotiations with the bloc and is not scared of a no-deal exit at the end of the year. UK's top Brexit negotiator, David Frost, in a statement to one of the news agencies, warned European Union about the country's stance in the upcoming talks. Britain left European Union on 31st of January, but talks for new trade deal with the bloc have made little progress so far. Britain's status quo transition arrangement to end in December this year. And David Frost in a statement said that UK is not going to be a client state and will not let another external body to exert power on the fundamentals of country's laws. The trade talks are due to resume in London on Tuesday. Britain has claimed that European Union is dragging its feet in talks and has failed to fully accept independence of Britain as a separate country. While UK's Prime Minister Boris Johnson is set to give a deadline for UK-EU to negotiate the trade deal, if any outcome does not come by that time, UK and EU will trade under a model the bloc has with Australia. UK's Foreign Secretary Dominic Raab said the upcoming week would be a wake-up call for the European Union. Raab in a statement said Britain is simply asking to be treated like any other country in free trade negotiations. The comment comes as the European Union and UK remain deadlocked in their talks on future trade ties following the end of the transitional period on December 31st.
I think that's a point of principle, and Lord Frost has, I think, negotiated very carefully. As I said, we've actually got the issues boiled down to two outstanding bones of contention. There's a good deal there for the EU. We'd love to do that free trade agreement. If not, we'll fall back on Australian-style rules. And I think this week is an important moment for the EU to really effectively recognise that those 2 points of principle are not something we can just haggle away. They're the very reasons that we're leaving the EU, but we want a positive relationship, and the arm of friendship and goodwill is extended. It's up to the EU to decide whether they want to reciprocate.
For more inputs, our London Bureau Chief Mandy Clark joins us live from London. Let's quickly go across to Mandy. Mandy, thank you for joining us. Why is Britain not scared of a no-deal exit at the end of the year? What could possibly be the consequences for Britain?
I think this is about a bluff, showing their cards, Britain trying to look tough, stand tough against the EU. It's the same problems that plagued Theresa May all those years ago. It is the fishing rights and it is the border with Northern Ireland. Those are the stumbling blocks that still have not been resolved. Now, Brexit negotiations have been stalled for a long time, not least because of COVID and Europe dealing with that crisis. That now we're coming back to the negotiating table, and not much has changed. Those two issues remain, but they're making it clear that if that can't be solved, then they're not going to negotiate. They are going to walk away. It could be bluff and bluster, but this is certainly their stance they're taking in order to force the EU to change their rules. Now we'll have to wait and see if the EU will blink.
Right. Mandy, at the heart of the discussion, is there a fear that a post-Brexit Britain could become a much more agile, deregulated free market competitor on EU's border?
Of course, that is a big worry for the EU. It's also a worry for some people in Britain. They don't really necessarily like some of the talk that has been going around, particularly with trade deals with the United States. There has been concern about food safety and how that might be deregulated and affect Britain's food, because the EU has incredibly strict food regulations, and if they start to leave or move away from those very strict rules, people question about their own health and safety. So there is concern about that deregulation in order for trade and putting a compromise for the British people.
Right, and we'll perhaps be in a better situation to know more tomorrow as those negotiations take place. Thank you so much, Mandy, for bringing us all those details. Now, the long-awaited US extradition here